Hi, this is Hammer from SSLTrust.com Australia, and in this video I am going to be showing you how to install an ACME SSL certificate on your Apache web server running on the Debian operating system. So let's begin. So this is the default Debian page of Apache, and as you can see, this is my domain name. I have pointed to my server, and the connection to this site is not yet secure, and we're going to make sure it is. So the first step in this process is to purchase an ACME SSL certificate. Now, if you already have one, you are more than welcome to skip this step and proceed to the next one. But for now, I am going to head over to Products on the SSLTrust homepage and scroll down to ACME SSL Certificates. And then you'll see that we currently have two options available. You can choose any one of these and then click on Buy Now. Add to cart. And review your purchase. Click on Checkout. Fill in your details real quick and choose your preferred method of payment. And then click on Complete Order. Once you do that, you can come back to the SSLTrust dashboard in your account and then click on your purchased SSL certificate. Now, the next step in this process is to configure our SSL certificate with our certificate authority, which will be the certificate provider for our website. So you can click on Start Configuration, or you can provide a configuration URL with a set expiry date, and you can send it to the concerned person to do the configuration for you. But I'm doing it myself, so I'm going to click on Start Configuration. Now, this is the initial setup screen. I'm going to click on Create Container, but I do need to mention that in case you choose to go with another certificate authority, such as Sectigo, you might find a different configuration screen in front of you, but the process is essentially the same, and you can follow the same process for other certificate authorities as well. So I'm going to click on Create Container. Now I am going to add my domain. Type in your domain name that you want to secure. Click on Add Domain. Scroll down and then click on Save Domain Changes. Right before I create an external account binding, I'm going to just explain it in brief. So basically, it is a pair of secure credentials provided by the certificate authority, which in this case is DigiCert or Verikey. And then these credentials prove to the ACME client, which is certbot, that it is authorized to request certificates from this account, or in layman terms, it is a key that links purchased SSL certificate to the ACME system. Now, the binding itself consists of two parts. The first one is the key ID or the KID, which verifies your account, and the second one is the ACME key, which securely verifies your request. So I'm going to create a new binding. Account name, let's go with SSL Guides. Certificate length is going to be 30 days. Now this is the duration after which your certificate will automatically renew. So I'm going to choose 30 days and then click on Create Account. So you will see your ACME directory URL followed by the KID and the ACME key. Alright, so you are not going to see this information again. So make sure you store it at a safe location. I'm just going to copy it to my clipboard and save it as a text file. The directory followed by the key ID and the ACME key. So that's it. I'm going to click on close. Yes. Step 2 is done. We have configured our SSL certificate, and now we can move on to the next step of the process, which is to install the SSL certificate on our server, or we are going to link the account bindings using certbot to the ACME system. Log in as root to your server via your preferred SSH client, and then we are going to start with installation. Now there are a few prerequisites for this video. You have to make sure that you have Debian version 12 and above. And the second thing is you have to make sure that Apache is running. You can check it with the systemctl command, or just check your IP address or your domain name. And once that is done, the first thing that we're going to do in the installation part is install certbot. So the command to do that is sudo apt install certbot Python 3, then certbot again, Apache, and then end it with a yes. And we have already installed this. So we have already installed certbot, but you will see a different message as successful installation. So we have certbot now. So let's check the version. It's 2.1.0. Let me clear this up. So now that we have certbot, we can move on to the actual installation. We can change the configuration, and we can use certbot to authenticate and install an SSL certificate on your Apache web server by automatically modifying the configuration files in Apache. So I am going to copy that command and paste it here and make a few changes before pasting it. But I do mention that there is a written guide available in the very description of this video, which you can refer to for all commands used in the complete guide. So to make sure to check that out. And I am just gonna paste the command in my notepad. Alright, so you can see the command here to install the SSL certificate, and this is our previously copied credentials from the certificate authority. So I'm gonna copy the server directory and paste it here, followed by the key ID and the ACME key. So our credentials are done. Now change your domain name to your domain name. With the www as well. I'm just going to change this. Type in your email to get renewal notifications, and whenever your certificate is automatically renewed, you will just get a notification once every 30 days. So for any alerts, just make sure you type in your email, and then that's it. Copy this from the very start to the very end. Head over to your SSH client, paste, and then run. Agree with the terms of service. Yes. requesting a certificate now. And our certificate has been successfully deployed. So I'm going to choose the second configuration, which is the default SSL file. Click on 2. And that's it. We have successfully installed our SSL certificate on our Apache web server. So let me close this up and let's have a look. https://yourdomainname.com. And as you can see, our connection to this site is secure, and we have successfully installed our ACME SSL automation certificate on our Apache web server on the Debian operating system using certbot. So this is issued today, and this will expire after 30 plus 3 days with enough time for renewal. Now we can move on to test the SSL certificate and check its strength and whether it is performing under all parameters correctly, and just generally have a look if the SSL certificate on your site is working well. So I'm on the SSLTrust homepage. I'm going to scroll down and head over to SSL install check under online tools, and then click on SSL install check. Type in your domain name. You can check on perform detailed check. Otherwise, I'm going to do a normal check and then click on check SSL TLS. So just wait a bit and let's see the results soon. Alright, so our check is completed and you can view the report. So you can have a look at this, and it looks like everything is okay and the protocols are fine. So I'm just going to close this up. So now that we have checked our SSL certificate, we can move on to the final step of the process, is to check the renewal of your certificates. We are going to simulate the renewal and just make sure everything is okay and you don't need to manually intervene or worry about renewing your certificates. So I'm going to head over to my SSH client. Let me clear this up. Alright, so I'm going to open my notepad again, and now I'm going to type in my command right here. It's a multi-line, it's a 2-line command which we will execute at once. So it will be sudo certbot renew, and then we're going to do a dry run / enter server, and the server will have the same directory that we used for our main installation. This is the certificate authorities directory. I'm going to copy this now and then paste it here and then press on enter. So it is simulating the renewal, and as you can see, our renewal was a success. We have been successfully able to modify the necessary file, and that's it. So this was how to install an ACME SSL certificate on your Apache web server running on the Debian operating system using the certbot client. Now I mention again that there is a written guide available in the very description of this video, which you can refer to for all commands used in the process and for more clarity. Now, if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments below. And as always, you're most welcome to contact our sales or support team. Thanks for watching.